Okay, now that you've got a puzzle cube solution figured out, we're going to document it. And I've got a different puzzle cube solution already documented just to show you what we're looking for. We're looking for you to provide an isometric sketch. So it's a sketch that shows a top, a front, and a right side, and really we can just see the surface of your puzzle cube. But then so that we can really see behind this surface, the back side, we're going to act as if we could slice this with a meat slicer, just the bottom layer, instead of taking it apart based on the parts, just slicing through it to see cross sections of where the different parts showed up. And these are all in the same orientation, so we would just compress them back together to make our puzzle cube. So this is what we need you to do. In the end, for this project, you're going to do two different solutions. One, hopefully, that appears to be an easy solution, easy to solve, and another one that's more difficult. Now, let me help you figure this out, how to get this done. First off, you need to pick a view, and an isometric is with a corner pointing at you. Well, you've got 8 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4 here on the top, and 4 more on the bottom, that's 8. We just want you to pick a corner to face you, so that when you look at these 3 faces, you can see all 5 colors. We don't want one of the colors to be totally and completely blocked and out of sight. Right now, I can see blue, red, purple, green, and orange. So I can see all 5. That's great. You may or may not have a view that blocks one of your colors. It just depends. I'm going to see if I have one here. Yeah, just to show you as an example. Here you go. If I hold this solution this way, do you notice what color's missing? I can see red, blue, purple, green, but I'm missing orange. I had orange in the back and it's completely out of sight. So this is not a view I want to pick. So I'm going to rotate it back around and just kind of look for one that I like. Again, I want to be able to see all the colors. I kind of like that. So let's go with this. Alright, first off, let's just make on your isometric graph paper a big cube. So we're going to have this Y, this Y, this Y. Now we want it to be large. If you notice in my example, you know, the bigger the better as long as it doesn't run off the paper. It's nice and pleasing to the eye if your document has a fairly even amount of white space around your shape and everything is evenly spaced. I've got a little margin here and a little margin here. Okay, so I'm going to help you figure out where to start, how to get that point on your paper so that you have similar spacing. Now, to make this one big, I made every little block on the isometric a 3 by 3 by 3. So when we make this, if each block is 3 units, 3, 6, 9, the big cube is 9 by 9 by 9. Okay? So, to get that, and you can always speed this up if this gets slow to you, but I'm going to go over from this right corner, the border 0, I'm going to come over 13 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right there. And I'm going to come down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. That's 0. So count 1, 2, 3, 4. So I went from this top right corner, I went left 13 and down 4. And remember, I'm going to make one block equal to 3 by 3 by 3. So the large isometric is going to be 9 by 9 by 9. So from here, this is the back corner of the top face. So the top is going to be with these diagonals. I'm not going to have a vertical line coming up because I'm already at the very, very back edge. Okay, basically if I'm holding it like this, it's that point here, so see that this is diagonal down and to the left, and this is diagonal down to the right. Okay, so I find it easy sometimes to go ahead and count and then draw backwards. So there's 3, 6, and 9. Same thing the other way. So there's 3, 6, and 9. going to do this kind of fast, so it's going to be a little messy because I know you don't want to take forever watching this on a video. And if I can kind of see with my eye where this line, you know, that corner, it's got to come follow the isometric, and this one, they should meet. So I can see that intersection pretty easily. And I've just made the top face. Now let's extrude this down. So from these corners, the left, the right, okay, and this front bottom, I'm going to come down 9 units. So there's 3, 6, and 9. And then this is going to angle back. Remember, opposite sides of a rectangle or square are parallel. So that's going to come this way. This has to come straight down. And I can begin to see where these two are going to intersect right here. Same thing, straight down here. This is going to angle up and left. Opposite sides are parallel. And my eyes can already start to track and see where these are going to come together. Right there. So now I've framed in a big cube and I've left a good amount of space where I'll be able to fit everything in. So the next step is to begin taking this one face at a time and sketching this. So if I inspect this side right here, let's start with the blue. It's an L shape. So this is going to be the right face right here. So the L shape is across the bottom and it's going to have a turn up here. It'll turn up to have 2 blocks high. So remember, each cube we said is 3 by 3 by 3. So this 9 divided by 3 is 3. So this represents the right height for this blue part, this row right here, where the blue and the purple and the blue and the green meet. And it's 2 cubes long at that section, so that there's 3 and there's 6. Then it's going to turn vertical. So I'm going to go up 1 block, that's 3 units on my graph paper. And then it cuts back to the front. So there's the blue. Next, I have this purple piece on the back. That's easy. It's just 1 little block. So that's just a 3 by 3. So come up 3, come over 3, and right here, I use a vertical and a diagonal to cut out that purple. I'm going to make little notes to myself what color these were later for coloring. I'll erase these marks before I do color, but I've got a blue, a purple, and look at that, I didn't even have to trace out the green. Since that's the only color left, it's naturally just framed in. And now I'm going to rotate to the front. So I've got my right, the front. Blue is similar. It's the same height here, wraps around the corner. So I can use this point as a reference. It's going to be only 1 block wide there before it turns down 1 block. And then it goes 1 block more in width. So again, 3 units on my graph paper. And then that's the end. So draw that down, and that's also B for blue. Just a reminder of what color to come back and shade. Right above the blue, I have 1 square that's green. That's just seeing the end of this part. Purple is 2, and I can see it fits right in here with the blue. So there's my purple. And this last column doesn't need to be broken apart. It's all red. So R for red. And I've got 1 view left. That's the top. So starting on the front, you can see this is green. So that's a green edge. I'm going to have a green here. And the green actually goes all the way across, and it's an L. So I'm going to follow this to within 3 of the end. And that's where it's going to turn for 1 block. So 3 units. And then cap the L. So that is, again, a G for green. On the front here, I've got the 1 purple. So 3 by 3 right there. And this area is still broken into 2 colors. You can see how I have the orange and the red. Well, the red's just the 1 square in the corner. I can draw 1 little line to make the red. And what's left is this elbow. That's the O for orange. There you go. Alright, next step is going to be to do the layers, and I'll make a second video to show you the layers.